This is our playground.
Victorian, Soham Belagode, also deserves special recognition. Soham was named one of the 2,500 National Merit Scholarship finalists for his high scores on the PSAT. Soham will be introduced by Danny Vivas. Mr. Vivas is a college counselor for the men's and women's soccer program.
Thank you. Good morning. Everyone around the Academy knows this student for his perfect ACT score, a National Merit Scholarship finalist, impressive essays, a 4.9 GPA, an unmatched memory, and an endless list of academic achievements. However, through the past couple of years, I got to know him as someone who is so much more than that. During a trip to Spain, with the soccer program, I got to know him as a curious and fearless individual. His curiosity drove us to have some of the greatest conversations I have ever had with a student in my many years at IMG Academy. These conversations had substance and developed a continuous dialogue that I will forever cherish. Every time he came to my office, we talked about colleges and applications, but also about current events, what's in the news, what's in social media, and different political views. I quickly learned that what makes him special is not only his mind, but his heart. A heart looking for answers, equality, and the well-being of our society. An impressive mind, but most importantly, a heart willing to learn, understand, and improve the community around him. I can already see him on the biggest stages, sharing his views and using his platform in order to change the world. New York University is getting one of IMG's finest. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you our valedictorian of the class of 2021, Soham Belagode.
First of all, I would like to thank my amazing college counselor these past 2 years, Mr. Vivas, for introducing me. I'd also like to thank all of our amazing coaches, excellent teachers, the staff in the class of 2021 for allowing me to be here and sharing some of my thoughts. You know, looking around and seeing how many different countries and languages people represent around here, it always amazes me. I'm glad that I have friends from places like Brazil, Mexico, and Chile, to name a few. I personally was born and raised in Tennessee, but both of my parents grew up in Indian towns with names that might look like typos to many of you. But I'm proud of where they're from and thankful for all that they've done for me to be here today. I say that because it's crazy to me how many people truly hate that you don't look or talk exactly like them. When I was younger, I've had people ask me things like if I can dance around a fire to make it snow, or if they should be scared of me on the off chance that I'm a terrorist or something. But I've never taken it to heart because no one else's words define me. It's sort of like how no team sport can succeed if everyone was the same. Every team has certain positions and roles that need to be followed in order to succeed. No team can win if everyone's a quarterback, or if no one's a pitcher, or even in the real world where not everyone can be a CEO. And in my case, I definitely don't need more than one of our goalkeepers shouting at me on the field at a time. No offense to our goalies, Gabe and Jack. But wherever you're from, I hope you welcome the fact that you're not like everyone else. IMG isn't like most places. Most of our high schools back home, they don't give us the opportunity to play the sport we love for hours a day. while also shaping our school day around it. And the people that I've had to face these past 4 years with, they're people that I won't forget for the rest of my life. And IMG gave me these relationships that taught and will continue to teach me so much about dealing with new environments, having tough conversations, and sometimes to slow down and enjoy the people and future memories right in front of me. That far-reaching diversity that this place has, it might feel like its own curse at times too. Maybe some of you, because of COVID restrictions, haven't been able to travel home in the longest time of your lives, whatever state or country that's in. And maybe for some of you, it's the first year where your parents haven't come during parents' weekend, a game, or even during this graduation. But if there's something we can take from this crazy past year, I feel like it's that we can't take everything for granted. A couple of years ago, I seriously doubt that any of us would think or like the idea of having to wear masks to school every day, canceling trips and vacations, even if we got our midterms and finals canceled because of it. Essentially, my main message to the class of 2021 is don't take your roots for granted. As my coach, Keith Falk, has told me so many times, instead of looking like a deer in headlights, you gotta show your personality. Quit being a mute. Because right now, there's so many people in this country and around the world that are trying to suppress that side of you. The side of you that maybe doesn't conform to their generic or stereotypical ideas of how you should be in their eyes. And as my grandfather once told me in his iconic Indian accent, "Hey Swam, wherever you are in the world, you better treat everyone equally, or I will hit you with my belt." And on that note, I hope you embrace whatever makes you unique. And lastly, on behalf of soccer and Coach Don, boys and girls, happy days. Thank you.